Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Tone Fernandez here. Just wanted to say what's up. It's been a minute since I actually been live on here. So I wanted to jump in, guys. We just finished doing a workout, and my favorite time to do live videos is right after a workout. You know, the blood's pumping. While working out, I just come up with these ideas. I start thinking about stuff. And today, guys, as you saw, the title of this live videos is the three levels of thinking. But for those of you jump on real quick, just type in a comment below. Just want to see who's jumping on. Just give you a quick shout out. Where you jumping in from? Are you here in Chicago? Are you somewhere across the nation? But just here at the home office, was trying to put some things together as well. And I came across this. Somebody bought me this. It says, be the best version of yourself, or be the best version of you. One of the things that I live by, is being the best version. Hey, Judith. Welcome. So I'm gonna quickly get started. If you guys can also share this, I'm gonna spit some quick nuggets. But we had a gentleman fly in from Rancho Cucamonga. Him and his wife, 6 figures earners in business. They actually are about to cross over probably $250,000 in the next few months or so. And one of the things I love to catch people's trainings and when people's nuggets and information is right when around the time that they had their breakthrough. And I remember that a year ago I saw them speak on stage at an event. And at this event, you can tell that her name is Spring. She was mad. Like, she was just like, it was that good anger, like something's about to happen. And over the last 12 months, I think that their business nearly quadrupled, tripled, income went up, just breaking records, all types of stuff. And they flew out here to Chicago to just to come to our office and learn. Number one, learn how we operate. But number two, they did training. And the training was pretty phenomenal. One of the things that the gentleman Curtis Eatman was talking about was there's 3 levels of thinking, and it particularly pertains to business, or whenever you're trying to pursue something. The lowest level of thinking, and I think that we all can relate to this, and I think we've all felt victim to this, is comparison. A lot of times in life, we're always comparing ourselves to somebody else. Man, they're lucky, or man, this person. And sometimes that can deter you from your focus. That can deter you from you figuring out your frame. Everybody has a different story, and sometimes you don't realize, but the people that are ahead of you paid their dues 10 years ago, and maybe you're just starting off. Or maybe they had a head start because of a specific reason. But understand that your journey is your journey. Stop comparing yourself. That's the lowest level of thinking that you can have. The second level, right above that, is competition. Now, competition is not bad, but the problem is if the only thing that pushes you is competition, then you're only just trying to beat the next man. And what happens is you just do enough just to beat that person. And you're very reactive. When you're competition, you're very reactive. You're on when there's a competition, but when there's no competition, you're off. And then the highest level of thinking is dominance. And I think one of my favorite books when it comes to this topic is the 10X Rule. Grant Cardone's big on being obsessed and dominating in your market. But dominating has to do with yourself. It's being the best version. It's beating the prior you. And I think I've fell victim to all 3 the lower levels of thinking myself, because sometimes I'm comparing myself to somebody who hit a milestone faster than I did, or I'm trying to compete with somebody. But then I realize, if I focus on becoming the best version of myself, then everything will align, And for you guys who are watching this, I know that right now that you may be pursuing something. You may be pursuing a goal, a business, or something that you're trying to pursue. And you're stuck in the lowest level, which is comparison. You're looking at the people in your industry. You're looking at the people next to you, right? Or you're looking at your coworkers. You're looking at the people in the gym who are working out next to you, and you are comparing yourself. Understand that you're at a different part of your journey. And just like think about the story of the bamboo tree. The bamboo tree goes 5 years without actually growing. And then in the last year or so, I believe it grows like 6 or 7 feet. Because what's happening is those roots underneath that you don't see are being planted. So for you guys who are comparing yourself to somebody else, understand that you're growing your roots right now. They already probably reached the point where they're growing. But for you, you're at the point where you're beginning. So the lowest level of thinking is comparison. So what you should focus on is trying to be the best version of yourself. How can you dominate the prior you from last year? So the best way to do that, the most practical way that you can do it, is understand your numbers. I think one of my recent mentors, Patrick David, he actually just posted a video about this the other day. Is how are you tracking your numbers? What was your cash flow a year ago? What was whatever metrics in your business, your workout, whatever goals you're trying to hit, what were they last year and what are they now? So if you haven't tracked those, take a night and just look at those numbers. What was your weight? What was your body fat percentage? If you're into fitness, if you're, whatever it is that you're into, if you're into sales, how many sales did you do last year? What was your cash flow? And look at this year and try to beat your prior best. So just to recap and summarize, there's 3 levels of thinking. Number 1, the lowest level of thinking is comparison, looking at the next man. The second is competition. You're just trying to beat the next person. And the third is dominance. You're just trying to beat yourself. You're trying to do your prior best. You're doing whatever it takes to dominate on your own. So I wanted to share that quick training with you guys. I thought it was phenomenal, and I thought that we all can take some information from that and apply it to our lives. And if you did find this video helpful, feel free to like, share it, comment below, or tag somebody that may be going through one of these levels of thinking right now. As always, your success is important to me. Thank you guys for jumping on, Judith. And if you're re-watching this video, just put that here below. Just put a comment. Would love to just give you guys a shout out on the next video. You guys have a wonderful evening. I'll see you guys out there on the field.